What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome. Crazy times right now, and I'm doing a lot of indoor flying. And since I'm doing a lot of indoor flying, I'm doing a lot of indoor crashing. And I thought, you know what? We've accumulated quite a few pretty spectacular crashes the last few years. Why not put them together and show you some of our better drone fails? So we'll get to that, but if you're like me and you're going stir crazy, I highly recommend picking up a Tiny Whoop, right? You can fly it inside and you're not gonna wreck things in the house, probably. So let's take a look at some of our better drone fails. One of my favorite crashes, forgot to turn the Wi-Fi off, the camera interfering with the drone, goes into the house. Oh. Look at this, I'm trying to save the house and Chris is trying to get out of the way. This is one of my least favorite crashes, flying the DJI FPV. Look at all those spectacular lights. I was super nervous because there was a lot of expensive equipment there. Here I am trying to do a power loop with a Silwhoop. That doesn't end well, partially because I'm not the best pilot. Here's this Hubsan. Gosh, I don't know how I didn't see that tree there. And no, it's not gonna flip over and go. Right here, I'm gonna catch some awesome footage. Gonna fly through the house, gonna turn this corner and get sucked into the wall, stuck. Oh, and it falls. Yep. Now the tower doesn't have obstacle avoidance. You gotta keep that in mind when you're flying one of those. Here we are flying some FPV on a cold day. Thumb slipping off of the gimbals, but you know what? Not an excuse here. Pretty much most of my FPV flights end like that, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a handful of my FPV crashes. When you learn how to fly FPV, you crash, so just kind of keep that in mind. Sit back and enjoy the show. So we're going to end with a couple of Baby Hawk R4 crashes. Actually, just one here. One of my favorite drones, but it, like the rest, ended up in the dirt. This is the Spark here, hitting the snow. That was scary. Yeah, it still worked. Shook it off, and it was good to go. Back to the Seamas. Now, the Seamas, the X8s, the X5Cs, these things, they like were built to crash. They just bounce off of things. They are fantastic. Got our hands on a VTOL. This is our very first one, which means, here comes our very first VTOL crash. Boom, there it is. But you know what? It was not our last. Yep, a little bit of duct tape got that thing going. Had our hands on some RC cars as well. Love these little things, but man, look at that sweet 360. Little drones crash just as well as big drones. Little boink there, and what could go wrong flying in the house? Yep. Love the Tello. Let's get these guys close together. Knock one out of the sky. Now this is a throwback. Look at that SEMA. That's a SEMA helicopter. That's I believe an infrared deal. You can't fly these things outside. Throwback to the old drone guys days. Slow-mo crashing going on here. Look at that. Skipping across the floor. That was a whole lot of fun. But hey, let's get back to some SEMAs. SEMA versus UDI. SEMA wins. This red SEMA, one of my favorites, which, I'm not sure why we keep putting it in trees, but we do. That SEMA X8 HG, I believe it was, really good drone. And as you can see here, it can handle a crash or two. That tree was not small, not sure how Chris missed that one, but he did. Here we are going to do a flip. Make sure your battery's got plenty of juice so you can recover. Otherwise, you'll end up like we did there. And you know what? Just flying around the house or into the house. And, one more little SEMA bump there. Now, this SEMA here, this is the old SEMA X8C, one of our favorites. We've definitely put this guy through some abuse, chopping up some tomatoes. And then let's get it up here on this tree. We need to trim back some of these leaves there. Do one more nice little trim. There you go. We tried to shoot it out of the sky with a paintball gun. That didn't end well. Actually, it was just fine. The SEMA took it like a champ. Look at that. It's a little dirty, but it flew just fine. All right, how about some races? Got a little haircut there. Probably needed one. Or that guy was. And you know what? Finish up a little whoop crash. Bouncing off the camera. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this and our crashes. Get out there and fly and crash.